down the back straightaway.
Here we go.
Oh, trouble hard in the wall, Robbie Gordon. And around goes Jimmy Johnson.
Denny Hamlin's involved, Martin Truex Jr., David Stremme. This is version 2 of the big one.
Well, desperate men were starting to do some desperate things out there.
Everybody starts trying to figure out which line they want to go low, want to go high. Oh, Montoya.
Montoya got turned.
Yeah,
he
got turned and
looked like Montoya was wanting to move around, and when he did, he just got clipped.
Oh, trouble, big trouble. Mid-pack. Sliding and spinning into the infield, McMurray. And sliding up the racetrack, one car going to coast to the bottom. That's Eric Almirola.
Got a little wobble.
I believe he blew a left rear tire. That thing started wiggling around, and as he came into the tri-oval, it spun out, and when it came to a stop, you can see the left rear tire is completely torn apart. So I think he had a cut tire, and the thing just got away from him.
Yeah, those 6 Toyota drivers, remember, they were some of the
trouble. Turn 1, guys.
One car down, spinning. Trevor Bayne up to the wall, collects another. That is Carl Edwards. The 5th wreck that Edwards has been involved in this spring. The 34 of David Reagan involved.
Ooh, looked like possibly.
But it looked like they started accordioning up in front of Brad Keselowski.
Very similar to what we saw at the start of the race, Larry. Just somebody slowed up a little bit, and it caused that accordion effect.
Here they come to the line. White flag. 1 lap to go. Kyle and trouble. A spin in the tri-oval. Michael McDowell has spun. The white flag is out.
No caution.
If he can get out of the racetrack, we shouldn't have a caution.
Kyle Busch
still leading.
Oh,
trouble. A big one.
Much worse.
Turn 2.
48.
Keep rolling.
We still are not cautioned. Caution is out.
They got cars out. We got to stop.
That's ours.
That's it. You can't. The race is over
because we took the white flag.
We're in the white flag lap. The race is over. What a wreck. Oh, looked like it.
McMurray moved up, but did he have help?
I think Junior may have. I don't know if Junior got in the back of McMurray and shot him up the hill or not. And then 40 car.
And then everybody.
And poor Stremme had a great run all day. Well, all these guys did really, but
Nemechek, the pole sitter.
Jimmy Johnson was involved, the 48 car.
Harvick, Casey Kane, Elliott Sadler.
The reason these cars are riding so much rougher than what they used to is
big crash. One car gets turned sideways. The tri-oval. Hermie Sadler is involved in 93, and Dave Blaney is involved.
Go high. There's no one spinning down the bottom.
One car airborne against the catch fence, and they're still looking down in the corner.
Hermie Sadler, the 29 car. Here's Blaney to the inside. They're just about, the yellow car's right here, just about getting to even with him. And as you can see right here, as he goes by, the 3 car turns Hermie Sadler, which turns Hermie Sadler into the 93, sends him back across the racetrack. It's just, you're so close, such close quarters, that as they race right there, somebody checks up just a little bit to give somebody a little bit of room. There's no place to go.
Wow, that's Blaney's car on its roof.
Trouble, turn 1. Stewart sideways and a melee.
the problem was the 48 just lost a left rear tire, I believe it is. The tires started rolling off, and all these guys checked up, and they got run over from behind.
I mean, we have a bunch of tore-up race cars down there.
Here he is right here. He's the guy that's he's got them all backed up here. The tire comes off, and now they just start trying to dodge that. Gets all bottled up. Stewart's in there, and he gets hit from behind by the cat car.
Kevin Harvick, you saw the 29 car sideways. And it was like the tread came off of the tire.
It did.
It wasn't that the wheel came off, just the whole tread.
The tread came off the tire.
Trouble just a second there. The third place car was...
Oh, trouble off turn 4. Lyndon Amick's around. Randy LaJoie. 6, 7 other cars. Look at the big jam left of the screen.
Todd Bodin's in the wreck. Jason Leffler.
Jason Jarrett.
They made it through, I believe.
Here's another look. Who's that? Lyndon Amick. It looks
Lyndon
like
Amick,
first.
yes. He starts spinning coming off turn 4 there, and you can see behind him, that's a chain reaction.
Everybody tried to whoa, and when they start slowing down, people get into the back of them. We see it time and time again off turn 4 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
I remember trying to get Travis Koppel to win here as he came off of turn 4 and looked like he had the lead that no one was. Travis Koppel involved in this one. He gets sideways, and now they pile up behind him.
Hornaday's in it. Brendan Gaughan is in it.
Looks like Todd Bodine potentially in it as well.
Look at all these
They're not
trucks in
done
the
wrecking
back.
yet.
Johnny Sauter, Matt Kraft, and Max Pappas.
Getting a little wadded up here.
Watch the 5 right there.
Oh, yeah, he did. Looked like he definitely had a tire going down as he hit it up the track right in front of oncoming trucks. That 30 was on the outside, 33. Got them all.
Yeah, Jason White was involved on that. Didn't see him the first go round. Craig Ghost as well. There's Nelson Piquet Jr. I believe he's going to avoid it. And then the aftermath. Then they start wrecking behind him with Max.
Robbie went up the racetrack. Oh, my goodness. Did you see? Oh, my goodness. 3 or 4 cars completely sideways. Trouble off turn 2. Is this the big wreck? Sure is. Robbie Gordon, Steve Park. Because that was unusual. And Robbie Gordon, no place to go. He's got his load as best he can, and he gets hit. Gets hit from Mike Wallace from behind. Now, we saw a little bit of this last night in the Busch race. We had some guys that cut their tires.
On the 9th lap of the Aaron's 499, a crash in turn 3.
This is coming down the back. Now, they're going to get down here to turn 3, and it happens right in this crowd, right in here. I'm not sure why. There they are.
5 wide.
There's just so many cars in so little space. Oh, the 5 got loose and got in the 12.
And then collects Martin Truex Jr. in the 1 car. Mark Martin nowhere to go. Sterling Marlin in the 14 car there. Looks like about a dozen cars. A lot of them just nowhere to go.
They're running.
And Kenseth.
You know, they're running at such a fast pace. I mean, we're running 184 miles an hour.
Big crash, turn 3.
Wrecking behind you.
Tommy Baldwin gets piled up
Yellow.
with the 42 of
I think
Montoya.
the 24's in there, too.
Landon Castle, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards are all involved as 1 car slowed in the top lane. Terry Labonte and everybody else piled in as they come to turn 3. Whoa.
Looked like Blaney might have hooked.
Was that Castle?
Castle, I think it was, and that started that. And then Jeff Gordon gets pounded by Martin Truex Jr. He hit that wall hard, Jeff Gordon did.
Has had a very strong performance the last couple of races here at Talladega. Finishes of 3rd and 6th in his last 2 races here. Oh, trouble. Jeff Purvis spins. John Andretti's into it. Terry Labonte, Rusty Wallace, Harvick, Schrader.
Buckshot Jones, the 44 car, and Jeff Gordon drives by on the outside.
Let's take a look.
The 22 is actually up on the apron and hit the 51 car.
And from there it was on.
Yeah, well, once you're in a situation like this, you're just trying to look for a hole.
And Kurt was just trying to get stopped behind it.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Speed, everything.
Oh, and around we've got cars on the track. Already involved is Kyle Busch. The 16 of Greg Biffle's involved. Looks like Denny Hamlin in the 11. And this is exactly what you didn't want to see as a crew chief, Steve. Cars got collected in this. Martin Truex Jr. in the 78 up against the wall.
Jeff Gordon with a good move.
24 of Gordon stayed right down by the double yellow line, was able to avoid it.
Sam Hornish, he comes in here. He's, nothing he can do. I mean, there's nothing he could have done different right there.
Yeah, the 18 came down the track. Sam Hornish collects him. Jamie McMurray in the 1 also involved. Martin Truex Jr. landed the wall pretty hard before he got into the 18 as well. But it started with the 18 and the 2.
You know, you ask why he's out there? Because he's got corporate sponsors on the side of that truck. And also, he'd like to think...
Oh, Hornaday's in the wall. Hornaday into the wall in the backstretch. Now Ricky Carmichael also in the 4, spinning. The 51 of Eric Almirola caught up in this. There's Johnny Benson in the 95 trying to avoid.
What a job by Nelson Piquet Jr. too. Oh, is he going to get a bump draft from Ricky Carmichael?
They get a bump draft from Ricky Carmichael, and it may turn him.
No, I think he had a flat.
I think he had a flat tire. I don't think Ricky Carmichael ever touched him.
No, it looked like that's what it was setting up to be, but Hornaday just veered to the right. I was going down the back straightaway the other day in my Cup car and blew a left rear tire, and it just drove right to the infield. He might have blown a right rear tire, and it pulled him right into the outside wall.
In fact, that last lap, Rusty Wallace was by far the quickest car.
Trouble down here, car round.
Dale Jarrett in the wall, and whoa, Benson just missed him.
No, he didn't.
Looks like Jeremy Mayfield
They
got
wadded up about 8 of them over there, 8 or 9 of them.
Missed Jarrett, but caught the wall. Nemechek's in it.
But I'm going to tell you what, Kurt Busch, he's going to race him back.
I just think the 88 gets around. Yeah, he does. He just gets around, backs it up in the fence hard, a lot of smoke. And all of a sudden he starts down the racetrack and he has no control. Benson spins and backs up in the fence. And a bunch of other cars in are all trying to check up, and they get involved as well.
Jeremy Mayfield, a 19 car.
That's what hit the back of Jarrett's car so hard was Mayfield. Nemechek spun, but I'm not sure he hit anything.
Here comes the 32. He got through all right.
Now here will come Mayfield.
Boy, Todd Bodine just gets by.
Wham! Right there.
And
he did hit that car hard.
Yeah, that's 2 cars for them this weekend.